King and Queen of the Ring is today, and wow, the WWE have done a great job making this tournament feel special. You know, like the main event. They've even upped the stakes that the winner gets a world championship opportunity at SummerSlam. I think we gotta give great props to the WWE for making this tournament feel special. But let's get into my predictions. For the first match, it is Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell for the women's tag titles. And now, from their recent storyline, it's looking that Indy Hartwell isn't really liking Candice LeRae, except she's going along with her. I don't know. The WWE have not done a very good job with the Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell storyline. So, you know what? I'm not even going to make any noise about that. I'm just going to get straight to the point. There's no way ever that they will beat the dream team of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. I think this is pretty obvious. I'll quit watching the WWE if Bianca and Jade lose because it makes no sense if they lose. Final prediction, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair win and retain their tag titles. Then it is Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. And you know, I think this title could change hands. Because if you think about it, what a storyline it would be if when Rhea comes back, Liv has stole her world title, maybe even stole her on-screen boyfriend, Dum Dum, and now that would actually be a good storyline. And it would be compelling, as with Becky Lynch, it's not the same. Liv Morgan would bring more to that storyline, and Liv Morgan is arguably in her best character of her entire career. So I think it's the perfect time to put the belt on Liv Morgan. My final prediction, Liv Morgan wins the Women's World Championship. Then it is Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed. And you know, I don't understand why they had Bronson Reed in this. I mean, I guess he kind of was in the facing Sami before Sami faced Gunther at WrestleMania, but why shouldn't he be involved in this? I mean, the main storyline is Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable, and I mean, that seems to be a pretty good match. I don't think that Sami's gonna lose just because he's a great successor to Gunther, and I think that he should have a lengthy reign. Maybe not as long as Gunther, but still maybe like a couple months. And I feel that it's way too early to get the title off Sami. And the Chad Gable and Alpha Academy storyline, they could go a ways with it. And I think that maybe eventually Chad could win the IC title. I don't know. But for now, I don't think it's the time to pull the trigger. Final prediction, Sami Zayn wins. Then it is Randy Orton versus Gunther for the King of the Ring crown. And I feel that if Randy wins this, sure, he never has won King of the Ring, so that would be kind of cool. But honestly, it would be a meaningless achievement for him. As with Gunther just finished the longest reign in IC champion history, and this King of the Ring could make him into a world championship contender. With that win, he could say, I'm the King of the Ring. He could get his opportunity at SummerSlam, and he could be in more the world championship conversation than the mid-card championship conversation. I think that this elevates Gunther to the next level, and therefore Gunther needs it more. And yeah, I think that Gunther would be a perfect fit to be King of the Ring. Final prediction, Gunther wins. Next up, it is Nia Jax versus Lyra Valkyria. And I don't really understand why they had Lyra Valkyria in. I mean, I guess she's like the young prodigy from NXT, but Io Sky just would have made a little bit more sense. But still, I think it was the right decision to put Nia Jax over Bianca Belair, just because you could have the Bianca Belair knee injury, and that could give her an excuse to lose. I think that just it's pretty obvious here that I think Nia Jax will win Queen of the Ring. If it was Io Sky, that would have been a different story. And maybe even Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. But with the situation we're in, I think that Nia Jax wins in a interesting matchup. Maybe probably good, but I think she's going on to face Becky Lynch or, as my prediction goes, Liv Morgan or even Bayley at SummerSlam. Then it is time for the main event. Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul. And they have done a much better job building up this match than they did building up Cody versus AJ. And it is a really compelling storyline. And the best thing about this is I think that this is a no-brainer. Cody wins. But Logan won't look weak in the loss. I mean, you saw Logan when he lost to Roman. He looked super strong. He was the talk of the entire wrestling world for the next couple days. So I think if Logan and Cody put on a banger, it won't make any of them look weak. If it's a bad match, Logan could look a little bit But if Logan just does his normal magic, this could be maybe the best match of the night. And yeah, final prediction, Cody wins. Except after the pay-per-view, I think that the Wyatt Six, led by Uncle Howdy, will come out just to give the Saudi Arabia crowd something to end their night on. And talking about the Saudi Arabia crowd, last night, they were pretty good. I think that overall, I would give them like a clap. I mean, they're definitely not to the latitude of like the French crowd, but they're starting to ease a little bit from what I watched on SmackDown. So, yeah. And I think that since they're in Saudi, they have to do something extra. And I think that introducing the Wyatt Six and leaving off with the mystery will be the perfect way to do that. So yes, those are my King, Queen of the Ring predictions. I know these came out a little bit late, and I'm sorry for that. And yeah, I'll come out with my review later today. Peace out for now.